This is just going to be a rant about Star Citizen. It's been around 6 months since my last video, and exactly none of you probably saw that last video. It was a short, me making a little jab, saying, hey, there's a lot of content creators that are leaving Star Citizen. They're getting frustrated, 6 months ago, mind you, frustrated with the content drought, frustrated with the state of the game, and they're throwing in the towel. So my little jab was, hey, a little clip from a movie, Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm going to be right here. And pull the curtain back a little bit. Behind the scenes, the content creator in me is like, yes, okay, Star Citizen creators are getting frustrated and fed up. Perfect. I love the game. I'm all about the game. I've been here for a long time, 2013. I'm an aspiring content creator. I'd love to make this a thing. Sure, let them leave. So I made that little short. Let them leave. I'll be here. I shit you not a day later, I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't genuinely, with a clean conscience, force a narrative that I enjoy the gameplay of Star Citizen. But Arius, it's an alpha. It's not about the gameplay. It's not. It is an alpha, but it's not about the gameplay. I'm gonna challenge that. Look at what is in our hands right now. What is in our hands right now is an alpha. I get the big picture. I've been here since the beginning. I get it. I get both sides. We're along for the journey, and the other side, Star Citizen's a scam. That's kind of the spectrum here. I see both sides. I really do. Taking a 6 months break, you'll see it even clearer. The journey side is easy to get. Anyone can follow along with that. Hey, all about it. Technical difficulties. Squadron 42 comes first, high fidelity. We're cutting out the middleman. At a certain point, it becomes a religion where they're just asking for your faith and your money. Okay? The other side is that everything's a scam. The whole thing's been a scam from the beginning. I do not fall in that category. But take a 6 months break for yourself, man, and take a good hard look at what you come back to. And you're going to come back to fear of missing out marketing tactics, paint skins for sale, no end in sight for the project, not even large milestones with dates attached in the project. Okay, do you hear what I'm saying? I'm all about the journey, but a journey is about a beginning, a middle, and an end. You have to have the end in sight to ever get there. And if there is an end in sight, SIG isn't telling us what that is. Okay, well, Squadron 42 comes first. When Squadron 42 is done, then we'll get, the PU. We'll get all the manpower from the... Okay, I get it. So Squadron 42 is step one? Well, I want to believe that. And I'm actually super excited about Squadron 42. I grew up in Free Space, Rogue Squadron. Playing a fighter pilot stationed on an Idris carrier through a AAA title with 15 movie stars in it, directed by Chris Roberts, sounds amazing. And I'm kind of a doomsday type person. Give me a single player campaign where I don't need internet. Cool. We'll have a good time. The problem, and where this falls apart, is Squadron 42 is heavily veiled in secrecy. Just by the nature of it, they don't want to spoil it. The progress tracker it's not a progress tracker. It's an assignment tracker. Who's assigned to what? There are no dates assigned. So if Squadron 42 is the linchpin that we're all waiting on, but it's veiled in secrecy and there's no end in sight, then we come back to the same problem. There is no end in sight to this project, and that is a problem. Look, CitizenCon is around the corner. I plan on, as always, watching CitizenCon, enjoying CitizenCon, but what I'm going to do this year is I'm actually going to record it, and I'm going to do a commentary. I'm going to summarize it, not in the Noobifier style, but really in the my perspective style. What I'm seeing going on. Okay, so let's talk about my perspective here. Why make a video now after 6 months? My perspective hasn't changed, if we're going to be honest. 6 months ago, yes, in the video, I'm pledging I'm not going anywhere. I'm excited to be here. I will fill that gap others are leaving. Put me in, coach. Peel the curtain back. The content creator in me was yes, trying to fill that gap, but also still not excited about the gameplay that's in our hands. Yes, it's an alpha. I get it. But A, they're either hypercritical of the game, or B, they're hyper supportive of the game, hyper pushing the narrative of massive content around the corner. Does that sound familiar to you? Massive content around the corner, massive gameplay around the corner, next patch packed full of features. Does that sound familiar to you? I'm not mentioning names, but that's what's going on. It's not true, man. It's not true. It's not true. Go play bounty hunting for a week. Go cargo trading for a day. Go mining. Try smuggling for 10 minutes. Go be a pirate for a couple days. The only gameplay loop that exists in Star Citizen is either one of two things. One, the canned so-called dynamic events created by SIG, or large-scale org activities created in the sandbox. And that's where I will stand by Star Citizen all day till I'm blue in the face. Is the sandbox content, the dynamic events created by players in real time, not scripted by a company or a writer, Westworld style, but by the people that are there doing things that you don't expect, working together to create an experience just by their natural actions. Our org, War Machine, honestly, we have stayed together and been active in this game for almost a decade just by focusing on sandbox tactics, intra-org tactics, because it provides that sandbox for us as long as the gameplay is somewhat stable. That's awesome. So that's it, man. I don't like where the major content creators are going. I kind of rage quit for 6 months. Like, hey, I tried emulating what they were doing. I don't want to do that. I want to be real. And so that's what I'm going to do, whether I get viewers or not. I'm not salty about the game. I'm not a religious fanboy about it either. I'm just going to call it like I see it. I'm going to keep playing and just watching, and I'm going to talk about it. So if you want to be here for that, if that's if anything I've been saying resonates with you, like, you know what, yeah, all right, stick around, because that's the direction I'm gonna go. Maybe you can be there with me. So yeah, CitizenCon around the corner. Stay tuned for that. I'm excited. I'm gonna be there for that. I'm gonna watch it. We're gonna do some summaries, some commentary. We're gonna see what we see and maybe give some historical context to what we see with the previous CitizenCons, and we'll go from there. So it'll be a good time. Hey, wherever you are in this world, you know, if you got some heavy shit going on, I feel you. There's a lot of people in the world right now with a lot of heavy shit going on, and I think we feel each other. It'll be all right. So at the end of the day, Star Citizen, you know, it's a big project, one of the biggest projects. You know, it's a game made by people, played by people. We're all just people, and at the end of the day, I don't think there's anything nefarious going on. I think people are people, and people do people things, and you know, sometimes those things work out and sometimes they don't, but all we can do is give it our best. And you know, sometimes we have to cut each other some slack just to get through things. So that's my message for today. If you heard nothing else, you know, next time somebody just doesn't live up to the things that you think they should be doing, just understand that they're a person just, you know, trying to make it through the end of the day so they can just go to sleep, and just cut them a little slack. So yeah, there's that. Area's out.